Well, Parliament says it's satisfied that it's done all that it can to get answers on the alleged estate capture within government. Parliament had set up at least 4 portfolio committee inquiries last year to probe allegations at the Departments of Public Enterprises, Mineral Resources, Home Affairs and Transport. It officially handed over evidence gathered to Justice Zondo in May.
It's been exactly a year since Parliament first launched its own investigations into the multi-billion rand state capture allegations in several government departments. At their core, the allegations center around former President Jacob Zuma's relationship with brothers AJ and Atul Gupta. It's claimed the Guptas leveraged their networks and proximity to the former president to swindle billions of rands out of state-owned entities such as Eskom and Transnet, as well as provincial governments in the Free State and Northwest.
In my view, based on what I know and what I've discovered, there's only one way to describe this to the people of South Africa. This was brazen theft.
Daniels was among the first witnesses to testify during the parliamentary inquiry. In her testimony, she also implicated former Transport Minister Ben Martins as a Gupta enabler.
There were 4 people which I was introduced to. Mr. Ajay Gupta, Mr. Duduzane Zuma, Deputy Minister Ben Martins, and a Chinese lady whose name I cannot remember, because at that point I was actually speechless.
A claim Martins vehemently denied.
If there is anyone who has proof of me having been party to corruption or of me having been party to the commission of a crime, they have a moral and civil duty to report me to the police or any other relevant law enforcement authority.
Former Eskom CFO Anoj Singh wasn't so lucky and would prove far less successful in his attempts to deny and deflect allegations of being a Gupta stooge.
Did I hear you correctly saying earlier that you encountered one of the Gupta brothers in the lobby of the Oberoi Hotel?
No, sir. I said that I may have met them in passing in the Oberoi Hotel.
That's strange, because at the time you were at the Oberoi, the one instance, which was the 17th to the 24th of December 2015, Atul Gupta was there at the time. Varun Gupta was there for part of that time. And let me see, according to my records, Tony Gupta was there part of the time. Ronika Raghavan was there. Duduzane Zuma was there. Little before you, Mr. Zwane was there. And then there's a long list. Mr. Van Rooyen, Mr. Moyane, Mr. Gift Makashule, Mr. Tato Makashule, Kim Davids, who's been in the news recently. Then in January, Mr. Mancha, Mr. Koko, and Mr. Siyabonga Gama, according to information that I have. And it must be a really big hotel, because you didn't encounter any of these people in the breakfast room, dinner room, massage room, because we had massages there, according to the bills.
No, sir. I did not.
Yeah, fascinating.
While former Eskom board chairperson Dr. Ben Gubane lost his cool altogether when MPs tightened the noose on him in search of answers.
The resources have been looted at Eskom. I'm not sitting here to take this type of rubbish.
No,
Look,
Dr. Gubane, you can't use that. You can't use that language in a committee meeting. No, Dr. Gubane.
Former Eskom CEO Brian Molefe also made an appearance in a bid to clear not just the confusion surrounding his golden handshake from Eskom, but also whether he had ever been to the Gupta's home in Saxonwold.
Will you please tell this committee a simple yes or no answer? Have you been to the Saxonwold Gupta compound?
When did she make that statement?
She made it recently.
When? When did she make that statement? Where was it?
It is completely irrelevant when she made it.
No, it is relevant.
She has made the statement, and I'm asking you now, did you or did you not ever visit the Saxonville compound?
I cannot comment on it. It is not part of the official documents. I do not know
But it's a yes or no answer. Either you've been there or you haven't been there. That's what I'm asking. Have you ever been to the Saxonville Gupta compound? Yes or no?
Yes, I have.
You have. Fantastic.
I have never denied that I know the Guptas.
At least Singh, Ngubane and Molefe had showed up. Unlike Dudu Myeni, Duduzane Zuma, AJ and Atul Gupta, who failed to appear before the committee, despite being summoned to do so. Their snub left MPs fuming. Despite the rejection, the committee forged ahead nonetheless, eventually hearing from then Minister of Public Enterprises Lynn Brown, who denied any allegations of either working for or with the Gupta family.
Salim Isap and Bich Gupta, Tony Gupta, were not at my house when Zola Tsotsi arrived. In fact, I really deny that.
Lynn Brown and Ben Martins would be among the first to lose their positions when new President Cyril Ramaphosa reshuffled his cabinet after Jacob Zuma fell on his sword in February this year. And now, with the Commission of Inquiry into State Capture set to officially get underway this week, Parliament's Chair of Chairs, Cedric Froelich, says he's satisfied with the legislature's contribution in uncovering the extent of state capture in government.
As an independent arm of the state, it was incumbent on Parliament as an institution to oversee executive action and also to call executive members to account for issues that's in the public domain. And I believe we've done what we could.
The inquiry, led by Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo, is set to get underway on Monday morning. Lukhanyo Khalada, SABC News, Parliament.